How's it going, everyone? So a recent topic of discussion this offseason for the Green Bay Packers has been, what will a Jordan Love contract extension look like? After a very impressive first season as the starting quarterback of the Green Bay Packers, I think a lot of us can agree Jordan Love has earned that contract extension. Last year, Jordan Love finished with 4,159 yards, 32 touchdowns, a quarterback rating of 96.1, and a completion percentage of 64.2, and that's even after a slow start to the season. 2023 was set to be an evaluation for the Green Bay Packers and what they had in Jordan Love, and I don't know if many of us expected it to go the way that it did, right? We had a slow start where everyone's kind of writing off the Green Bay Packers. Then things started to change. The offense started to click. Jordan Love started to become one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL, and the Packers ended up making the playoffs, and not only making the playoffs, but winning a playoff game under the first year of Jordan Love. So it's safe to say the future is bright for the Green Bay Packers, but now the Packers have to secure that future. They have to give an extension to Jordan Love. So in today's video, we're going to take a look at a projected contract extension for Jordan Love, what that would look like, how that would affect this year in terms of salary cap, and how that would look like for future years for the salary cap as well. Now, before we dive into the Jordan Love contract projection, I want to give a big shout out to Sleeper for sponsoring today's video. And right now, with the link down in the description, you can sign up for Sleeper and get a deposit match up to $500 using my custom sign-up code BAS, B-A-S. That'll get you a first deposit match up to $500. And Sleeper is a very clean and easy app to use to make your daily fantasy picks, such as higher or lower on any specific stat of any player. Entries can be made in 30 seconds or less. It's really that easy. They're safe and fast withdrawals, and Sleeper is currently operational in over 25 states. And also, when you sign up, not only do you get a deposit match up to $500, they offer some free squares for new users. As you see here for the game tonight, Dallas Mavericks versus Boston Celtics, they give you a free square on Luka Doncic here of more than 0.5 points, which is pretty much a guarantee. His original line is at 31.5. So when you sign up and you're a new user, you get one square for free. And then you can also make other picks around other games like Damian Lillard over 2.5 3-points, Giannis Antetokounmpo over 11.5 rebounds. So I made 4 picks here. That multiplier would be an 8.44. So then $20 could win $168.80. You can make as many picks as you want, up to 100xing your original money. So guys, definitely go and check out Sleeper and take advantage of this awesome promotion going on. Go down, click the link in the description, sign up using code BASS, make a deposit, and you'll get that matched up to $500. Again, thank you to Sleeper for sponsoring today's video. All right, so now let's dive down into this contract projection for Jordan Love. We've all been kind of sitting here wondering what this is going to look like. Is Jordan Love going to get $45 million annually? Is he going to get $50 million annually? I think he's definitely earned it. He kind of had this bridge contract for this transition year to see, hey, evaluation year more so, to see, hey, what can Jordan Love do? Can he be the quarterback of the future? And to me, it's a resounding yes. And to me, he deserves the money. To me, they're going to give him that contract extension, and he is the quarterback of the future, the Green Bay Packers, and they're going to be a Super Bowl contender for years to come. So spotrac released an article going over 7 quarterback extension candidates and what their potential contracts would look like, including, Kirk Cousins, Dak Prescott, Tua Tagovailoa, Trevor Lawrence, but the one we're focused on is obviously Jordan Love of the Green Bay Packers. So they expect Jordan Love to get the $50 million annually. So they expect a 4-year extension for $200 million, so $50 million average per year, 87.5 guaranteed at signing, and basically that equates to $150 million practically guaranteed. Now, looking at Jordan Love's contract right now, we could see a couple things. It has a few void years added. Of course, it has 2024 with a $10.5 million base salary, a little bit of signing bonus, and some guaranteed salary. Jordan Love's cap hit for 2024 right now is $12.7 million. Very manageable, right? We know how the Packers are just at around $10 million in cap space, and you might be wondering, hey, if they sign Jordan Love to this 4-year, $200 million contract, how are they going to afford that for 2024? Well, here's the thing about contracts is you can kind of move them around. You can play around with them and backload them, meaning that Jordan Love's cap hit this year might not even go up that much. You might be thinking, well, he's making $50 million per year. How is that possible? And this is how it's possible. Looking at the projection here in 2024, his base salary would drop to near the minimum here. He'd still get his bonus proration over the next, 5 years, including that 4-year extension, of course, what he's making in 2024. But all of that roster bonus would be from 2025 and onward. As we see here, roster bonus in 2025, $37.5 million. Same thing in 2026. Then it's $25 million for 27 and 28. $500,000 workout bonus every year. So we see his cap hit in 2024 in this projection would only go up $1 million. So it is at that $12 million for 2024, $12.7 million. With this projection, it would go up to $13.3 million. So not even in $1 million addition there. It's because they're, backloading these contracts a bit. And plus, it's a 4-year extension on the year that he already has right now. So they don't have to mess around with this year right now too much. It's more so just for the future years. But then in 2025 and onward, we see the cap hit obviously jumps way up. $50.9 million in 2025, $50.9 million in 2026. $52.2 million in 2027 and $50.5 million in 2028. And Jordan Love would still get paid in 2024. He'd get the yearly cash. He'd actually get paid the most in 2024 of $51 million, of course, because he'd get the $50 million signing bonus, but that's prorated over the next 5 years. And of course, his base salary of $1.1 million. So it's not like Jordan Love is going to stick under his current contract and not be paid his first year. Like, he is going to be paid. It's just how you lay out that contract for the salary cap. And this would tie up Jordan Love to the Green Bay Packers until 2029. And below the contract here, we see it would be an $87.5 million guaranteed at signing, which would be the signing bonus plus the 2025 roster bonus. 2026 roster bonus fully guarantees in March of 2025. 2027 roster bonus fully guarantees in March of 2026. And honestly, I think this is pretty spot on. I think the Packers would extend him to a 4-year extension, tie him to the Green Bay Packers through 2028 when he'd be hitting 30 years old, and then maybe getting that second contract extension at that point. And honestly, I'm completely okay with $50 million annually. I know a lot of people might be, sitting here wondering, hey, this was one season, right? It was pretty much a half a season where we saw, what Jordan Love is. Is that going to continue, right? It's not like he's been doing it for 2 to 3 seasons where you're 100% guaranteed going, okay, yeah, you pay him like a Patrick Mahomes per se, right? It was one season, maybe even a half a season. So I get if you are worried there. But this is easily the Packers' best course of action here. Like, imagine if they didn't give him the contract extension and he played even better this year and then goes out and signs with another team, or they have to pay him even more. I mean, the salary cap just keeps going up and up and up. Like, a $50 million quarterback today in 2027, 2028 will be a $75, $80 million quarterback. So it'll keep going up, and then it will look like a very manageable, cheap deal in future years. That's just how the NFL works at this point. But I want to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. What do you think of this contract projection? Do you like it? Do you agree with it? Let me know down in the comments below. Now, Jordan Love cannot be signed to a contract extension until May 3rd. That was due to his last extension through 2024, but expect the lineage to kind of already be laid out by that point, like a formality. And then, of course, they have to wait to May 3rd to actually finalize it. But I expect a Jordan Love extension no later than June. Like, I expect it in May, and then we'll actually see what he's getting annually, what the whole payout is, what the contract structure is, and how that affects the Packers salary cap. But don't worry about 2024 and it affecting the salary cap, because as you see here in this projection, I mean, it went up less than $1 million. So the Packers are still going to have money to use. They're still going to have money to play around with in free agency, which I expect them to be players in free agency, and they're going to have enough money to do what they want, even without touching David Bakhtiari's contract. But I have a bunch of videos on my channel going over a lot of that salary cap jargon, I guess. So if you want to check that out, go check out my channel, all my salary cap videos. But I do appreciate you guys coming by to the channel. If you could, please leave a like down below. It supports the channel a ton, helps out the YouTube algorithm. Of course, go click subscribe if you are interested in everything Green Bay Packers news, analysis, updates, salary cap, free agency, and of course the draft, all here right on this channel. But I'll catch y'all in the next one. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Pack Go.